morning. So let's come to a strong set position, heels under our hips, toes slightly turned out, and just allow those arms to hang. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. Switch your core on, and we're going to start with a hip hinge. So weights come down to the knees, gentle bend in those knees, and then stand back up again. Now keep your neck in line with your spine as well. So we're sticking our bum out and we're hinging from the hips. Good. Do that again, just nice and slow, slowly warming those glutes up. And then one more time, nice and slow. Good. And coming back up again. Good. We're going to do a dead row. So hinge. We're going to go narrow to start off with. Pull those elbows back and lower down. Let's do 7 more of those. So just pulling back and lowering. Good. So brush the elbows against the ribs and allow those arms to hang. So those weights are nice and loose in the hands. Pulling and lowering. Good. Really lock that core in. Good. And you probably start to feel the glutes. Going, hey, what's going on here? I'm stuck in this position. Lovely. Let's stand up again. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Slightly faster dead lift. So down to the knees and then back up again. So really hinge, stick the bum out and bring those hips up. Good. Hinging and coming back up again. Good. 2 more just like that. Nice. Arms are hanging. They come down to the kneecaps and back up again. Lovely. Now we're going to do some wide dead rows to warm that upper back up. So coming down to the knees, lock everything in here. Bring those elbows out to the side. Good. So imagine you've got a pair of strings attached to your elbows. And I want you to really squeeze your shoulder blades together here as you lift those elbows up. Weights are just hanging in the hands, just warming up that upper back. So 2 more, just like that. Lovely. And then weights to the knees and stand up. So roll those shoulders up, back and down. And we're going to go into an upright row. So weights up to the middle of the chest and then back down again. So that's strong set position, weights to the middle of the chest and back down again. Common mistake here, people come up too high. You're aiming for the bra line. So under the boobs, right? And those weights are nice and close to the body. Good. Again, we're working with the upper back here. That core is stabilizing, and see how I've got a gentle bend in my knees. Good. 2 more just like that. Good. And now we're going to go overhead. So bring those weights up to the bra line. Turn those arms around and very slowly just bring those weights up above your head and then back down again. So bring the elbows to shoulder height. Lifting and lowering. So anything overhead, you want to make sure that that core is switched on. You don't want to be overextending through the back. You want a gentle bend in the knees and you want those hips back. Good. And back down again. Lifting and back down again. Beautiful. 2 more. Good. Nice. Okay, bring those weights down. So we're now going to do a combination move of a deadlift and an upright row. So down to the knees, stand up, upright row, and down, deadlift, and up, upright row, and down. Good. 4 more, just like that. Really good way just to warm up the whole of the body here. Core, glutes, shoulders, everything. Nice and strong and grounded. Beautiful. Lovely. And lift. Good. Weights down to the knees. And lift. And 1 more, just like that. Beautiful. Lovely. Okay, stop here. Reset yourself. Strong set position. Roll those shoulders up, back and down. We're going to bring those weights up in front of us. So 1 at a time. And then back down again. They stop at shoulder height and come back down again. Lovely. 2 hands this time. So lifting and lowering. Now the core needs to work. Now we need our stabilizing muscles. Good. 2 more. And we're going to add a hip hinge, because why not? You can, if you want to, bring your feet together and your knees together for a bit of stability. So this is almost like chair pose in yoga. Chair pose and weights. Hands down up. And you really want to send your hips forwards. Lovely. So coming down and then coming back up again, controlling those weights. See how my arms are going down slowly. Slowly up, slowly down. You're in control all the time. Hips back and down and back up again. Nice. All right, we're going to do 4 more of those. So going back and coming up slowly. Good. Keep those shoulders up, back and down. Shoulders away from ears. Feel that space between the ribs and the hips. Nice. Last one. Oof. Well done. Okay, we're going to go nice and wide. I'm going to do something a little bit different. Today I've been practicing this one. We're going to make a circle with our arms with the weight in. That's it. And then circle in the other direction. Good. Circling. So exploring the range of motion with the shoulders. We're not just working on those forwards and backwards planes. We're actually working on the diagonals. Good. Core getting a bit of work here as well. 1 more time on each side. Circle. Good. And again. Lovely. Well done. Okay, that's our warm-up. We're warmed up. We're going to get the heaviest weight we've got that we can safely put between our hips and come down to the ground to do some glute bridges. With your glute bridge, your feet are hip width apart. You want to safely bring that weight between your hips before you come down. And you want to safely hold on to that weight for the entire time, because dental work is expensive. Ask me, I know. Shoulders grounded, feet flat, hold on to the weight and slowly bring your hips up. You're looking up at the ceiling, your chin is gently tucked. Slowly bringing the hips down. Slowly bringing them back up again and slowly bringing them back down again. So just finding a range of motion, letting your body get used to the weight so that we know what we're dealing with. Nice and slow, 2 more times, and then we're going to change the tempo. Nice and slow, and back down again. Good. So now we're going to go up slowly. So go up for 3, 2, 1, and down for 1. Up for 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. Keep going. 3, 2, 1, and down. Keep going. I'm going to have a little look at you all. And down. Good. Up for 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. And again. Up, 2, 1, and down. Lovely. Go all the way to the top and hold it there for me. Good. And then come halfway down. Straight back up again. Good. Nice and controlled. Just at that speed. Continue at that speed. Halfway down and all the way up. Nice. Halfway down and all the way up. We're not going super fast here. We're nice and controlled. Starting to really load those glutes. Halfway down, all the way up. 2 more, just like that. Okay, and then we're going to go all the way to the top and 1/4 of the way down. So we can go a little bit faster here. Let's do 16 pulses. Just at the top, it's really squeezing those glutes, waking them up. Good. Lift, lift, lift. Keep squeezing. Oof, keep breathing. Keep that chin tucked. 2 more. Nice. And then bring those weights down. Are you going to take that weight in your hand? So both hands holding onto the weight. You're going to do a hip bridge and lift that weight up at the same time. Okay? Good. And then bring the weight down, elbows against the ribs, weight up, hips up, and then down. Good. Nice and slow up, nice and slow down. Again, just getting used to the movement, getting used to the weight, and then we're going to change the tempo. Good. Up, elbows against the ribs. Now we're having to use our core here. Hips all the way up and all the way down. Good. Now we're going to go up for one. So up fast and then bring it down slowly. So really controlling the descent. And again, up fast and control it. Brushing those elbows against the ribs. Lovely. 6 more, just like that. And down. Make sure you're breathing. Up for one. Down we go. Good. Up for one. Squeeze those hips as high as you can. Control those weights down. Beautiful. Nice. 2 more. Nice and controlled. And down. Up and down. Lovely. Okay, bring your hips up and bring the weights up. This is now our starting point. Those hips are staying there. We're going to use that weight to do some tricep extensions. So squeezing the elbows in and bringing that weight down to the forehead. I hear you. You're going, what? We're using the heaviest weight. Yeah, these are big, strong muscles. You've been coming to this class a while. You can cope. If it's too much, then safely change the weight. But I'm sure you can cope with doing some tricep extensions with that heavy weight. And in the meantime, the glutes are going, yes, I can feel it, because they're doing the stabilizing. So hips are up, sending those hips up to the sky. 2 more tricep extensions. Nice. And then bring those weights down to the belly. Oof. And the glutes are going, thank you very much. Let's grab the backs of our thighs, roll ourselves up, get rid of the weight. Now we're going to do some single leg glute bridges. So resetting yourself up, again with your feet hip width apart, as close to your hips as you can get them. Chin tucked, shoulders down. Bring the hips up, and this is now the starting point. Lift your left leg up, point that toe. Keep the hips coming up to the ceiling. Slowly bring that left leg down, keep hips up, right leg lifts. Hold it there. Breathing. Swap legs, nice and slow, okay? Lift and point, keep pushing up. And swapping, keeping the hips driving up towards the sky. You got it. Well done. Okay, nice and slow, keep going. And then the other side. Breathing. Lovely. Okay, going back to that neutral position. You're going to bring one leg up and we're just going to hold it for the count of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Swap over. I know. I'm counting slowly. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Feet down, hips down, hug your knees into your chest. Oh, that feels good. Let's come up into a bridge. So grab the backs of your thighs. Use loads of momentum here to come up and stop. That's it. Keep the chest nice and high. Let go of the legs if you can. Well done, Penny. Good. Relax your shoulders, Penny. That's it. Lovely. Feet down. And we're going to work our chest. So grab 2 medium weights. You want at least medium because they're quite big muscles on the chest. We're going to do our chest flies. So coming back into that same position that we used for the glute bridge, but the hips are staying down on the ground. Weights above you. Gentle bend in the elbows. Open for 2 and close for 2. Good. Most efficient way to work the chest is the chest flies, because this is the hardest version. You can do chest presses, but you would probably need to go heavier. Good. So just opening for 2 and closing for 2. So 2 more just like that. Then we're going to add a little bit of core to the mix. Good. Nice. So stopping in our neutral position, hands up. You're going to bring your feet up so that your knees are at 90 degrees. I really put your core down towards the floor. Make sure your core is anchored. What I don't want to see is I don't want those legs to start coming up. I want you to keep them at that 90-degree angle. And back to that chest fly. 2 and 2. Nice. Nice and efficient here, 2 for the price of 1. So opening those weights as wide as you can without them dropping down to the floor. All the way down and all the way up. Good. Change of tempo. Open for 1. And then squeeze those weights up. And again, open for 1 and squeeze. Oh, just checking in with my legs. They're starting to go up to the sky. So resetting them so the core can work and squeezing up. Good. Open for 1. Squeeze up. 4 more, just like that. So opening and squeezing. Really feel the core working as your brakes here. Good. 2 more. And bring those weights together in the middle. Let them kiss. Good. Open and coming up. Lovely. Bring those feet down. Just have a little, bring the weights down to your chest. Just have a little wiggle in those hips. Work that lower back a little bit. It probably needs it. Nice. And then bring those weights up. So option here to have your feet up, but if you feel like you can't quite do that, you're going to bring the weights, then you can have your feet down on the floor, the weights out to halfway, and hold it. Just hold it there. And then bring those weights up. Good. Open to halfway and just hold. Yeah, I can feel that burning in the belly. And then back up again. Good. 2 more just like that. So open and hold. And coming up. And opening and holding. Nice. Bring those arms up. And now the arms stay where they are. Let's use this position to go into some core. So tap one heel. I was going to say elbow. I don't have my elbow from my heel today. And then tap the other one. Keeping those knees at 90 degrees. Keep pushing those weights towards the ceiling. They're nice and stable. The upper core is stabilizing. Good. Nice and slowly tapping the foot. Now, if this feels easy, as if maybe you just want to try this, extend the leg instead. You're going to extend one leg. So increasing the angle on the knee. What you don't want to do is go under 90 degrees. So 90 degrees and up. Good. Lovely. 2 more. That's 1. That's 2. Good. Now we're going to keep our feet there. You're going to go one hand up overhead and swap over. Lovely. Yeah, I'm challenging you. Lots of heavy weights today. This is good. You can do it. Make sure you're breathing. 1 more on each side. Lift and up. And lift and up. Well done. Bring those feet down. Bring the weight down to your bellies. You're going to come up into a bridge pose with the weight at your chest. Keep the chest high. That's it. And then bring the feet down. Woof! You can get rid of those weights and come to standing up. In fact, you can bring those weights back up with you because now we're going to work our upper back. So you can go a little heavier if you want to. So if you've got something a little bit more than medium, you can go with the slightly heavier weights. I'm going to get my sort of medium ones out here. For that upper back, roll those shoulders up, back and down. Let's use that hip hinge and then come into a wide dead row and then stand back up again. So 4 moves here. Hinge, pull, back down to the knees and up again. And again, hinge, pull, lower and stand. Really important that that back is long and straight. Right, the core is locked in. Good. Neck in line with the spine. If you want to look at me, maybe turn to the side so that you're not straining your neck. Good. hinge, pull, lower, and stand. 2 more, just like that. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. Everything's nice and slow and controlled. Lovely. And now we're going to go into our upright rows. So feet hip width apart, shoulders rolling up, back and down. Bring those weights up to the center of the chest and back down again. Nice and slow, just up and down. 2 more like that. Then we're going to change the tempo. Good. All right, let's come up fast. So come up for 1, stop there, and then bring those weights down slowly. Nice and high with those elbows, Tash. Nice and high with, that's it. And then back down again. Lovely. Wrists are neutral, high and wide with the elbows, and bringing those weights down slowly. Good. Lift and down. I'm going to say it again, Tash. High and wide with the elbows. That's it. Well done. And back down again. Good. 2 more. Lift and down. And lift and down. Well done. Okay, I'm going to get you to get rid of one of those weights. If it's a medium one or a heavy one. And we're going to come to that strong set position. Bring that weight up as if we were going into an upright row, and then bring that weight overhead. Bring it down and back down again. So back up to an upright row and then straight overhead. Back down again. Good. So this is a baby clean and press, right? You want to bring that weight, you want it to go straight up. You don't want it to come forwards. You get those elbows under the weight and then above the weight, keeping it as close to the body as you can. Good. Again, anything overhead, you need to make sure your bum is sticking out slightly and you've got a gentle bend in your knee so your back is protected. Then the core is stabilizing. Good. Anything overhead is going to be just so good for getting your cardio up. You might find that you're getting a little bit out of breath with this, and that's fabulous. That's really good. Lovely. 2 more just like that. So lifting, bringing those elbows under the weight, coming back down again. 1 more. Good. Oof. Well done. Upper back, put to bed. Let's work our biceps. So 2 medium weights or 2 heavy weights, depending on how you're feeling today. Strong set position, rolling those shoulders up, back and down. Double-handed bicep curl. So coming up and going back down again. And those elbows are glued to the side of the body, stacked under the shoulders. You can rotate those weights as you come up. Nice. Good job, ladies. Lovely. Lifting and lowering. Let's come up fast. So all the way up and then go down slowly. So really feel those weights as you come down. Good. And again, up fast and down. Bum sticking out a little bit. So you've got that core connection. Body is nice and stable so that everything is safe. Good. 2 more. And down slowly. Up and down slowly. Lovely. Right. Let's hold those weights in the middle. Keep those wrists nice and neutral. Just hold those weights. So roll those shoulders up, back and down. And then come all the way up. Halfway down. Hold it. All the way up. And halfway down. Hold it. Why did I go so heavy today? All the way up. And all the way down. Really keep those wrists neutral. The only thing that moves here, you're just moving, hinging at that elbow. 2 more. Last one. Good. Well done. Oof. Let's get rid of those weights. So safely bring them down to the floor. Shake those arms out. Nice. And now we're going to stretch. So palm towards me. Bring your hands onto your fingers. Let's stretch those biceps. Front of the arm getting a nice stretch. Oh, well done. You all work very hard. There you go, that's what it looks like. And then swapping over to the other side. So reach out, palm up, put your hands on the fingers and push back. That's it. Nice stretch. Let's open out through our chest. So really squeeze your shoulder blades together. Bring your arms behind you as far as you can. And then stretch the upper back. So round through the body, the upper body, clasp those hands and pull away. What we're doing here now is we're pulling all those muscles that are attached to the shoulder blades. And you might see me doing a little wiggle from side to side. That's like pulling on the right one, pulling on the left one, and back to the chest again. So going in the other direction. It's like a big old extended cat-cow. Nice. Let's stretch those triceps. So right hand can come up and over, behind the head. Careful not to lean forwards with the head. Left hand takes hold of the elbow and we pull, and you can add a little side bend as well. That's it. And then opening out, cheeky chest stretch here. Swapping over to the other side. Taking a hold of the elbow, pulling it. Oh, that feels nice. And then maybe coming into a little stretch there as well, down the side. Good. Let's do a really big back stretch here. I'm going to send our bum out, clasp a hold of the backs of your thighs, and then try and pull yourself away. You can even, if you want to, grab a hold of the hands behind you and pull as if you're trying to pull away. That'll stretch the lower back a little bit more. Nice. Okay, come down onto the floor. Let's stretch those hamstrings. So you can do a hamstring stretch with a forward fold, but this is nicer on the back. Got my right foot down, left leg up to the sky, toes down towards the face, and I'm just holding on the back of the thigh, pushing that heel to the sky. Those hamstrings did a lot of work today, and generally most people's hamstrings need a stretch anyway. We can now increase this stretch. We can bring our hands up to the calves, so avoid the back of the knee, avoid any joint. Always avoid putting pressure on joints. Breathing here and feeling that lovely stretch down the back of the leg. Let's swap over to the other side. Taking your time, inhaling here, exhaling. Maybe just starting with your head down on the floor, holding onto the back of your thighs. That's it. And then we can come up to the back of the calf. The head might come up off the floor. Careful not to be pulling too much. You could use your core a little bit to just lift yourself up. Relax through your face. Oh, that's nice. And then we're going to stretch those glutes as well. So I'm only going to show you this on the left side. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. Put the hand onto the inside of that right knee and push it away. Feel a stretch in the glutes. You can add to that by then taking hold of the back of the right thigh, lifting that right foot up off the floor, if that feels good. You can also still keep on pushing against the inside of that left knee, if that feels good. Okay, bring that right foot down, swap over to the other side. I'm not going to demo this because I can't do it on the other side. So crossing the right ankle over the left knee and just pushing that left knee away. Breathing, feeling all that rush of endorphins from the class. And then whenever it feels good for you, if you're there already, that's fine as well. Pulling that left thigh towards your belly. Nice one. Uncross the leg. We're going to do one more bridge because we're working on these, right? Sorry, boat. But here we're going to have our hands above our heads, and you're just going to use a bit of momentum to come up and stop. Come up and stop. Keep that chest high. One last little add to it. Can you extend those legs and reach those arms out? And then bring the feet down. I know I'm really mean, aren't I? Okay. Well done. Good job. Thank you for coming. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.